This Week in Music, episode 12 is about to start right now. We've got the band Audible Mainframe in studio. Check it out. Welcome to This Week in Music, episode 12. We are back and badder than ever. I want to say badass, but we probably can't say that, but I've just said it. So there you go. It's out in the universe. We've got a great show for you today. We've got kind of a new segment to debut today. But first off, before I introduce my guest and newsreader, who you may know already, I want to say that if you're not watching the show live now, make sure you hit up the iTunes download. All you have to do is go to iTunes and type in This Week in Music. You can download this show for free. Free! And everyone seems to love this show. We're getting on average from 80,000 to just over 100,000 downloads per episode, which we love. You guys are loving this show. We have a great number of guests, musical guests. We have great segments. We have great video clips. And also keep in touch with us during the week. You can hit up this show on Twitter, which is at TWIMUSC, Twi Music. We've got a whole bunch of great shows on the network, TWI Network, at TWI Network. You can chat to me on Twitter at This Is Asher. But like I said, we've got a great show to get on with today, and I want to introduce Tim Beta, Beta.
Boy, the newsreader! Yes!
Woo!
Love it. Love you
right.
people. Keep tuning in. The numbers are just expanding.
They really are. Look, I don't know if it's just down to you. We've got people in the chat room tonight. So guys, if you're watching and you're not joined in the chat room, join now. It's free. It's easy. Do it. And we're going to start off this show with the news. All right, someone in the chat room said Tim's voice is awesome. So this is your cue.
Yes.
What is happening in the world of music news, Tim?
Tune in Tokyo. Okay. The price of a new book featuring Led Zeppelin guitarist Jimmy Page's photographs has reportedly angered the band's fans. The Guardian reports that Led Zeppelin fan sites have been flooded with complaints from users that Jimmy Page by Jimmy Page will cost $690. What is that? Come on, James. One blogger wrote, "Thanks a lot for pricing your picture book out of the hands of 98% of your fans, Jimmy. We appreciate your thoughtfulness." Come on, dude. It's not that much. This is Jimmy freaking Page. Catherine Roylance, a representative for the book's publisher Genesis, replied to criticisms by describing the release as a handcrafted work of art.
Now, the funny thing is that Page also dismissed the fan criticism in an official statement posted on the publisher's website. He said, I'm going to do the English like Jimmy. Genesis produced really quality items and I really appreciate fine bookbinding. Bookbinding? So basically fans are just paying for the bookbinding?
Wanker!
Okay, look, I just want to say Jimmy Page by Jimmy Page will be available for purchase September 27th, so look out for that, Zeppelin fans. But the other Zeppelin band member who has the right idea and is conscious of the economy and their fans is Robert Plant, whose album Band of Joy is out now. I've been listening to it for free. They've been streaming it on npr.org, which is really cool. Now, the segment that I wanted to debut within this new segment is called Sue the Photographer. It's the brainchild of Bitter Beta right here. So let's show you the first of our Sue the Photographer items. It is a picture of Robert Plant. Let's show this picture right now. Sue the Photographer.
Whoa.
There is Robert Plant.
Nice sticks, Plant.
That is not a Band of Joy right there. He's obviously playing soccer in England in his underwear. Like, it looks like he's about to sue. Yeah, someone wrote gross in the chat room.
Blinding, where are my pants? Where are my knickers? Where are my islands?
So that's basically what the premise of Sue the Photographer is about. We're going to try and find like pictures of celebrities and people that are in our news items to just like have a laugh at, basically. Hey, that's what the show's about.
That's what it's about. But you know, before I go on to the next news thing, did you watch the VMAs this week?
Oh yes. Now, a lot of people would have watched the MTV VMAs, which happened just last Sunday, hosted by Chelsea Handler. Now, Chelsea Handler famously said, "I'm not drinking tonight, I'm not high, blah, blah, blah." But we on this show, because we're not the VMAs, we're not Viacom, we're not MTV, we're unashamedly saying we are drinking.
That's right.
And we're high.
Do it up. Vortex. Go ahead, sister. Take one swig. Just one.
Okay, well, let's go on
Not
to the next
Jesus
news.
juice.
Let's go on to the next news item. I've got to keep things in control on this show. I can't drink just yet.
I got it. Okay. All right, next news items. Okay. Here's a band to watch out for. Okay. According to an interview with Surfer Blood lead singer J.P. Pitts, the indie rock upstarts recently signed a record deal with Warner Brothers.
Good for them.
Back to the majors, right?
Yep.
Well, the group planned to release an EP on current label K9 next year before making a jump to the majors with his yet unscheduled LP to be released by Warner's and K9.
Which is weird because that's a major and an indie working together for this band. But look, congratulations to Surfer Blood. That's a huge deal. A lot of bands want to be signed to a major label. But this day and age, we've talked about it a lot on this show, is a major label the way to go? You know, with the state of the music industry these days. You know, like, I think the main thing that a major label can do is marketing and money.
Marketing's the key
They can
word.
get them on the Jimmy Kimmels and the Jay Lenos, you know, things like that. So we'll be interested to see what happens at Surfer Blood. So
it's definitely not as like a great of a deal to be on a major label in this day and age as it
not
was,
like the
say,
90s.
in the 80s or the 90s.
Right, yeah.
You know, but hey, kudos to the Blood Surfers.
Surfer Blood.
Yeah, Surfer Blood.
It's not
Keep
the
it up.
butthole surfers.
What, True Blood, whatever. You know, I love vampires. Okay, on to the next thing.
So huge right now.
Right, it's gigantic,
Yes.
right? I love it, dude. I'm gonna drink Miller Lite.
Okay, what else is happening? Songwriters.
Everywhere.
This one's
Songwriters everywhere. Get ready for Scribe. What is Scribe? It's a new tool from Google that offers suggestions to help writers complete sentences.
I love this.
Word by word. Hey, I need this. I was a songwriter one time. It's like Mad Libs, where the computer writes every word. You know, I gotta just interject right
Okay,
here.
go.
It's not bad enough that Pro Tools just manipulates everything sonically.
sound, right.
Now we have a computer that's actually gonna finish our emotions and write songs.
But look, it may
What
not
the
be good.
hell is this crap? Okay, an NPR journalist tried it out and reported that some of the choices Scribe makes are a little odd. Scribe's got a bit of a depressive streak and seems understandably to be obsessed with technology and the internet. But I'd wager that singing some of the lyrics in spit over a karaoke version of the original songs would make for a fun night at least. A couple of amusing YouTube videos. This blows!
Okay, look, let me give you a couple of examples that this NPR journalist tried out on Google Scribe, which you may want to try at home. Okay, what do you say? Can any other lyrics be improved by Scribe? Here are some examples. This is Lady Gaga, Bad Romance. I'm gonna like sing the artist version and then like talk in the Scribe version.
Okay.
I want your love and I want your revenge. You and me could write a book about the history of the world and the world of the living room. Okay, that's Lady Gaga. That's Google Scribe's end of that sentence. Here's another one. You are my sunshine. My only complaint is that the majority of them will not be able to download the latest version of your current browser configuration. Okay, this is Third Eye Blind, Semi-Charmed Life. I want something else to get me through this semi-arid environment in the region between nucleotides or nucleic acid sequence that comprises about. Basically, you get the idea. That's Google Scribe. It's techie, it's depressive. WTF, fans? WTF?
I'm trying to rope you up. A gong.
Yeah, I know. We need a gong, like.
Yeah. Next. Okay. All right. Almost 2 months ago, Bandcamp switched from a free to paid service. Now I love Bandcamp. Now starting out, all new accounts will come with 200 free downloads, and all existing accounts will be granted 500.
Nice.
Now beyond that, the pricing structure is 300 downloads for $9. That's about 3 cents each, or 1,000 downloads for $20, which is about 2 cents each, and 5,000 downloads for 75 whoppers. That's about a penny and a half each. Now, before you pull out your pitchforks and light your torches, know that this announcement comes with a twist. In a Super Mario Brother-like fashion, for every $500 USD that users have in sales of Bandcamp, that's right, baby, Bandcamp will grant them with another 1,000 free downloads.
Okay,
free.
so now I know that's a lot of numbers, but basically you can go to bandcamp.com, check out their blog. You can check out all the new rules and pricings. They've written about that. Tim's band is on Bandcamp, thecheckoutgirls.com. Now, CEO of Bandcamp, Ethan Diamond, said the motivation behind this switch is that the company realized a small portion of their user base was giving away everything for free, charging nothing at all. Thus, Bandcamp thought it was unfair to burden every artist on the site with the cost of a few outliers giving away hundreds of thousands of free downloads, so that they decided to charge all of the people for those free downloads. It makes it more fair. And also in related Bandcamp news, users and fans alike can now go to any page, click share, with Facebook, and choose from a few different types of full track list embedded plays, and basically share, music, album artwork, downloads, and all that stuff. So Bandcamp is like really on the verge of things. They're like keeping up with technology and media, the way the music industry is going. I like it. Yeah,
it's a good theme. Somebody even in the chat room said free doesn't work forever. And it doesn't work forever. Eventually when things get cooking, you've got to turn a profit.
Someone's got to, even artists have to make money, websites have to make money, people want to earn a living from their art. So there's no set formula, basically. It's like, it's trial and error, which a lot of these companies are doing. So
and Bandcamp,
good on them.
It looks like they're here to stay.
I think so.
I think they're really good. Bandcamp,
they're really great. Thumbs up to Bandcamp.
What's that movie?
I don't know.
American Pie? Bandcamp,
okay.
Right? Is that right? What was there, a lot of sexual favors?
On Bandcamp.
Bandcamp.
On to the next news item.
Bandcamp, okay.
I play the flute too, so let's not get into that.
So do I.
The skin flute or the no?
Whoa! That's what she said! And she said it! She said it!
All right.
That's the beer talking! Whoa!
No, I haven't even had it. Okay, go.
Okay,
next news
enough.
item.
Get serious. This is about serious stuff in music.
Yes.
Hey, have you ever wondered how much it costs to run iTunes?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Well, it's approaching overhead of nearly 1 billion shekels a year. That's a lot of shekels.
Holy moly, Batman.
At present, look at you go. At present, their monthly operating costs are estimated to be around 75 million. And if this burn rate is maintained, though it looks to be increasing, iTunes will reach this high mark sooner than later. Now, Austin Kerr, a reporter for Fast Company, speculated that such high costs for a download store may provide some clues into why Apple has hesitated to switch to the cloud.
Music in the cloud, that's the future, I'm saying.
That's what we're talking about, right? The nebulous, to which he argues that a streaming service might just be too expensive to maintain.
Now, the thing is, if Apple does add streaming capabilities to iTunes, they will charge users extra for it. Let's be honest. Steve Jobs needs an extra penny here and there. With these exuberant operating costs in mind, it may be some of the reason why Apple hasn't hesitated as much as the labels have been claiming that streaming should be counted as an additional use. Look, I agree. This is another way. It probably won't even, for a user to pay for additional streaming service.
Right.
It probably won't cost that much, but it means that artists can get paid a little bit more,
right?
Rather than it just all going to the managers and the agents and the publicists and all that kind of stuff.
And the man, Steve Jobs has been pretty artist friendly, I think, right?
I think so, except for with Ping. There are no indie artists on Ping right now. And that's been a huge. You love Ping. That's the huge thing about Ping right now. There's not a lot of room for the indie artists and up and coming artists. So that may change, though. I'm sure it will.
Yeah, that's no good. That's no bueno. We love the indie
no
artists.
Bueno.
All right. On to next month. Billboard is in partnership with Myspace Music. Myspace Music hopes to turn the tide with a new Dream Seeker subscription service for unsigned artists designed to help them get discovered. It's a good plan, right?
Yeah,
there's not enough fans.
Keep listening because
there's an unfortunately. Unfortunately, the plan sounds a bit like those "We'll make you a star" ads that run in the classified section of every music magazine. Which
is basically what Tim Beta answered to get on this show.
And that's actually very true. It was a good magazine, though. I liked it.
It was. The
Vampire Weekend was in the cover. I thought it was a great shot of that model chick. It was awesome. Anyway, for about $100 a year, artists can join Dream Seekers, upload music, and track activity on social networks and blogs, along with radio airplay and sales. Now, the result will be combined into a Dream Seekers chart published in Billboard. There's no word yet if aspiring Dream Seekers will have to also pay the whopping $299 that Billboard charges for a subscription to actually see themselves on the new chart.
Let's just call it $300, okay?
Okay.
So exactly what role Myspace Music will play other than a promotional partner is unclear just as yet, but the social network still delivers millions of page views And since the same struggling major labels own part of Myspace Music, perhaps they'll use dream seekers to scout talent, which works for the labels. I still don't know how it's going to help like up and coming indie artists, bands and stuff like that. Like dream seekers, it sounds like a bad like beauty pageant that you just want to avoid at all costs.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's just me like to pay to. That's not organic.
No,
I
it's
don't
not
think that's
organic.
an organic way of scouting talent. You know, if band managers and labels really want to find new talent, go out there, go to gigs, find new talent. You don't have to make people pay for it to show. Maybe they're just trying to streamline everything. I don't know.
Asha,
What?
talk about hidden fees.
Yes.
Wow, $300, forget about it. Who
Seriously.
cares? All right. Amazon has purchased Amy Street. This is the online music store that it helped fund for about 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And plans to shutter the service at the end of the month. Now, due to the unique nature of the digital retailer's model, the service became mostly a haven for independent and unsigned artists.
Right,
This sounds
there you
more
go.
about what we're talking about.
Yeah.
As negotiating with larger labels proved difficult. Now, while certainly a blow to many who use the service, it appears both sides are happy with the deal, and that Amy Street team will now... Amy, what you gonna do? No, I got it. Amy Street team will now focus on their new project, Songza, a Pandora-like music streaming service.
Yeah, I think Amazon can only really help Amy Street, you know, with the money that they have, the backing. It's only going to help Amy Street. They should not complain. And obviously it gives them more freedom financially to focus on new projects, which they're working on, Songza, and still allow them to be functioning in the digital music world. Basically functioning, period. So good on you, Amazon. I like Amazon.
Yeah, you know, like you said, they're trying to help the up-and-coming artists. I get it. I know. It's been around for years. But one of these things is bound to work.
Yeah, speaking of something that's maybe not, maybe gonna work.
We'll find out. This is exciting for me. This is really exciting.
It is.
Here's a news item. Ashley Simpson Wentz is getting ready to record her 4th album.
Woo!
And
Oh,
says
really?
it will be a folk album. This is unbelievable. This is real. Ready? After her lip sync gate on Saturday Night Live.
We dubbed it lip sync gate. I wrote that like lip sync gate.
Yeah,
Because it is.
It's unbelievable. That role on Melrose Place, which I did think she was kind of sexy.
She was creepy.
Naming a baby after a city in New York and a Jungle Book character, Bronx
Mowgli.
Bronx Mowgli.
Yep.
Is this something to take note of or not? Let me answer that. Yes! I love this chick. She's a freaking train wreck. She did that cha-cha shuffle on SNL. This is unbelievable. Now, there's no word on whether her husband Pete's gonna play bass or not, but I can't wait to hear this freaking folk album. This chick is gonna be 0 to hero.
No, I don't. See, I disagree because first of all, we all know she can't exactly sing pop tunes. She's got a good look, you know, whatever. Jessica Simpson's sister. Pop tunes, you can auto-tune the mother effer out of them. You can load it up with guitars and sounds and stuff. When you're singing a folk song, it's really stripped down and it's all about the voice and the emotion and the vulnerability. I don't know if she can pull that off. Really? Do you think that it's going to be
No,
great?
I don't think she's going to pull it off. That's what I'm waiting for. And first of all, how on earth are you sisters with Jessica Simpson when John Mayer says she's sexual napalm?
Okay.
How on earth are you going to compete with that? Nobody can. She got her face reconstructed. She married that bass player. She can't keep up with sexual napalm. Nobody can.
John Mayer created musical history with sexual napalm. No, look, it kind of reminds me of Karen Elson, who is a model and also the wife of Jack White from the Raconteurs, White Stripes, Dead Weather, all that. But she basically now is a musician, has her own album. Jack White, he didn't produce it because he didn't want to have like his name all over it. He wanted it to be her organic music. But it's like, come on, like, she's a model who's married to Jack White, having a musical career because she's married to Jack White, thanks to Jack White, basically.
Yeah.
That's what I think it is. Although Ashley Simpson did have a career before she married Pete. So I don't know.
If I was married to Jennifer
Papa Joe
Aniston,
Simpson.
then I would like write a book on chess. I mean, you have that money to burn. Who cares?
So basically,
Do you
you
know
want
what I
a
mean?
sugar mama.
Yeah.
He wants a sugar mama.
I would take a sugar mama, and then I would just do a bunch of meaningless stuff that would fail because then I just go back home and count my cash. But you know me, I'd be at the track. I would be at the track.
You would. You would. All right, let's keep moving on.
Daft Punk are planning a huge stadium tour for 2011-2012 to coincide with the release of Tron.
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
really
Jeff
looking forward to
Bridges.
this movie.
I kind of dig it. I like Jeff Bridges.
Yeah.
He's the man. The movie whose soundtrack they scored, which is probably a big score because anything with Disney is a score.
Yeah.
The representative is saying this will be the biggest tour of next year. Well, they got Disney. Disney
yeah.
made the film are putting on
Yeah.
something called Electronica. Now, I love this.
Electronica, yeah.
Which they are calling, this is Disney calling this,
Yeah.
the greatest nighttime dance party to ever rock Disney California Adventure Park. That's right.
Okay.
Disney's putting on a rave. Now, apparently, from October 8th until the release date on December 17th, Disney will host an outdoor light show and dance club, right? Where you can rave all night with Mickey Mouse without the aid of psychedelic drugs.
They have to put that in there, of course.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
No word on if Daft Punk will be in attendance.
Well,
now
then-
listen, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm an old man now. I'm usually drunk and in bed by 11 o'clock. I don't know anybody that's ever gone to a rave that's not on drugs. Could
Okay.
you stand a freaking rave if you weren't on
Well,
drugs
look,
or out of your mind?
We are not advocating drugs at all, but it's just funny that Disney obviously want to capitalize on the dance experience, electronica. But like, if you're going to go to Disneyland and you're going to hear music from the Tron soundtrack, Daft Punk have to be there. Come on, like Disney, you have all the money in the world. Please get Daft Punk, because then I actually might go. I used to work for Disney, so I have no problem saying like, this might be a little cheesy, but if Daft Punk were there, I think people would go. Like, you're not just going to go, hey, music from the movie Tron from Daft Punk, who won't be here. So, you know, I think that they need to pull out all the stops, get those French, I was going to say rockers, but electronicas, rockers. That's like the worst word ever. I'm losing it!
It's a rave. I don't
Yeah.
care if John Lennon, Jesus Christ, and Elvis
don't-
Presley are going to be at that rave. I'm not there unless I got a quarter of mushrooms, some rudes, and I'm washing it down with a case of Vortex.
Listen, Mel.
Game over.
Listen.
I ain't never going to that rave.
Okay, listen, Mel Gibson, let's settle down and get back to the news.
Okay, hey, yeah, Mel. He's having a tough go of it, huh? All right.
Uh.
Speaking of the lady who is a little bit gaga,
Who are we talking about?
we know.
Oh, yeah.
She has reportedly almost finished her course to become a vicar. That's right. More tea, vicar.
Yeah, you
yep.
heard right, vicar.
Yeah, a vicar. The singer was recently reported to be training to become a minister in order to perform marriages for her gay fans. Excellent. Source told the Daily Star she has completed virtually all of the coursework. This is unbelievable.
Keep reading,
She
it gets
sees this
funnier.
as a way of repaying the love her fans have shown her. This isn't a gimmick. This is unbelievable is what it is. She has a very strong belief system and has embraced God since she was a little girl. Once Gaga, I can't even read this, is ordained, she will be able to refer to herself as Reverend or Pastor Gaga. I've heard
it all.
everything.
Look, I went
Bitter
to
Bader is about to erupt.
Look, I went to a Bob Dylan concert a couple of years ago, and they basically introduced him like, he's a poet, he's a songwriter, he's a born-again Christian, he is Bob Dylan. What are they going to do for Gaga? She's crazy, she's blah, blah, blah. She's Reverend Gaga. Like, come on. I think that's really crazy. I almost think it's, I don't know, maybe I'm cynical. I think it's almost a publicity stunt leading up to a new album. You know, on the VMAs, when she won the third of her award that they actually showed at the VMAs, she sang a bit of one of her new tracks and she announced her new album title, which is called Born This Way. Obviously a huge gay reference to her gay fans, who she loves, and she's very outspoken about it. So I wonder if she will actually, this is the thing that I think will be hilarious. Is she gonna perform marriage ceremonies at her concert? Because then I may go and see how this is gonna work out. What costume is she gonna wear? Is she gonna have some crazy vicar pope costume? Like, that would be cool, I think.
I will always refer to her as Father Gaga, period. And the Emmy goes to Father Gaga.
Oh
The
my
MTV
gosh.
Music Award goes to Father Gaga.
And this is actually, oh my gosh, my friends, I just want to thank you. That's how she talks. So there you go.
And you know what? About the little monster thing, I just got to say this, because this is the kind of shit that I stew over all
Okay.
week. It's an unbelievable marketing ploy. We've all been through that age and that
Yeah.
time where we're uncertain on ourselves and we find music and it's our savior. She's calling these people little monsters, and they are like
Loving
eating
it.
it up. You know what I mean? That's what I can't believe about this chick.
You know,
this chick walks around wearing a bunch of steaks, calling her fans little monsters, and she's selling freaking records. I'm here in Santa Monica, and I'm freaking pissed about it.
Okay, look, you know what this calls for right now? Another Sue the Photographer segment. Another great picture that Tim has dug up for this segment that we're going to weave in throughout our shows from now on. Let's show a picture of Lady Gaga that she needs to sue the photographer over. Let's check it out.
What is this?
That's a bad face day, Lady Gaga.
She dresses like a pine tree or like
I
leather.
mean, what
It's
is that?
insanity.
Like, I don't. Did her publicist say, Gaga, we need to identify you. You can't cover your face. People don't know your voice. They want to see your face. Like, I don't get it. This is a publicist's worst nightmare.
I got to tell you, though, when it was blowing up like that, it was kind of turning me on. I mean,
You didn't tell me this earlier in the week.
Well,
You were
I
writing
didn't like
our
it
notes.
earlier, but now I was just, whoa, you know, Gaga in the leather, you know. Donkey punch. No, I didn't say it.
Someone in the chat room said, I think that's Alexis Arquette. That's my point. She could be anyone. You don't know that's Gaga. So, like I said, publicist's worst nightmare. Sue that photographer.
Hopper fan, I see you.
Said that she's cute. Okay. Well, that's the news for this week. It's time to get onto our website highlight before we introduce my guests. It is well known in the chat room that Tim is Gaga for Father Gaga. Let's get on with the website highlight. This week's website is www.oniracom.com. That's ONIRACOM.com. A great website. This is more on the music business side of things. They're based out of Santa Barbara in California. It's a collective of music industry specialists who partner with both artists and management to increase marketplace visibility and revenue. They do this by developing powerful online presences, which is important these days, in parallel with leading-edge interactivity, which is also important, with new media strategies, which is also important. Okay, so Oniracom also offers consultation on artist development, as well as assistance with merchandising, production, marketing, world touring, and more. That's pretty huge. World touring is a huge thing. Their experience goes from like from growing artists to established artists as well. You know, taking them from like up and coming to international status artists. They have a design team, a new media and social marketing team, and a development team, which is, you know, they try to cover all bases. They streamline social networks, design marketing campaigns, create online stores, expand mailing lists, which is also a huge thing. You want to keep in touch with your fans. And most importantly, they increase overall career visibility. And here is a cool thing. Some of their clients include Jack Johnson, Mattis Yahoo, one of my favorite musicians, Disney Records, we're just talking about Disney, Lenny Kravitz, Tori Amos, and a handful of non-profit organizations, which is great. So there's not just music, it's other, you know, businesses out there.
For sure.
So take a moment to check out their amazing work, www.oniracom.com. Read their blog, get in touch with them if any of the stuff that you see that you like. Even if you're not an artist, you're interested in the music business side of things, this is a website that I would check out and have a look at their business model and, you know, maybe try and learn a few things from them. That's what I think is really good.
Are you saying that it's coming to me? It's passive aggressively coming my way. I can learn how to crack in the music industry. Is that what's happening?
Did I say that?
Okay, I'll write it down before I leave.
All right, get your pen out. Okay, well, it's that time of the show. We're going to introduce our musical guest. Now, we've got a little bit of a different setup in the studio today. You may have noticed we are sitting on chairs, which I love. We're laid back. We're having a few beers. We're kicking back. We're not Chelsea Handler. This is not the VMAs. This is This Week in Music. I have a band to introduce to you today. I have half of them. There are 6 of them altogether. I have 3 of them in the studio. Originally from Boston, now based in LA. You may have seen them perform at South by Southwest if you were there in 2009. They recently played the Sunset Strip Music Festival. Festival. That's what I meant. Their name is Audible Mainframe. Welcome to the studio. I'm going to introduce these guys.
Yes.
Exposition, also known, aka Expo.
Actually, I'm sorry, aka Pastor Expo. I don't know if you.
Father.
He's completed his coursework.
It just came through.
I just
got the certification today, so.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
And Johnny and Dave from the guys Audible Mainframe. Now, tell us who's not here, because we want to give props to the guys that didn't make it.
D, who plays the guitar, is not here.
Okay.
DJ Special Blend, who's our turntablist.
Special Blend.
Yeah.
He's back in Boston.
He's in Boston right now.
Okay.
And Walters plays the bass, is not here as well.
Okay, so tell me what you guys do.
I play the microphone.
You play the microphone. So I like that because it's not a job. You don't just sing, you play it.
Yeah, it's kind of a game.
I like that, though. I like that. You guys?
I play the drums.
Drummer? Must have good arm muscles. I like that. How about you show us some arm muscles? No, I'm just kidding.
Diesel.
I play trumpet, keyboards, little MPC.
Nice. So we've got like a pretty
big
eclectic sound going on. Now, I did mention you guys just recently played the Sunset Strip Music Festival.
Yeah.
Slash was there. Billy Corgan was there. Fergie was there. What the hell was she doing there?
She played with Slash. It was actually really cool.
Oh, it was? Okay, so
Really
tell me what you guys did there. How was your performance?
We actually had 2 performances. We played one earlier in the day, it's for like 98.7. We played at the
Radio
Viper
station
Room.
out here.
Yeah.
Rock radio station.
Played at the Viper Room.
Awesome.
We did like an acoustic performance. Then later in the night, we did a performance at the Roxy, which was really dope.
Cool. So these are like iconic Los Angeles Sunset Strip music venues. So you guys are killing it, which is awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
They're making that festival is making Sunset Strip kind of like hot again.
I think
Because it was
so.
hot in the 80s when
Bringing
like
people
Guns
back.
N' Roses was
All those
doing it.
metal bands,
Yeah.
hair, glam bands
And
came
the
out.
Viper Room was like cool a little bit, but now it's kind of bringing it back and stuff.
Yeah, it was definitely, it was a great time. You know, it was cool to also to be able to, you know, see all those other groups. Like Common was there, Kid Cudi was there.
Right.
So we're like able to see these guys and see like also a bunch of other like local LA groups that we've been hearing about, but we have never like
Neon
seen them
Trees,
play.
great LA
Yeah,
band.
Neon Trees were there. We actually we like met those guys. Like we were like in the 98.7 thing. There's a lot of groups like Billy Corgan was in there, Slash
Right.
was in there. So we're just like seeing and you know
Yeah.
rubbing elbows with people. So you know it was pretty fun.
Now, just tell me, for those people who don't live in LA, Slash played with Fergie, right? They performed together.
Miles Kennedy.
And
Miles Kennedy. Oh my gosh, I'm so in love with Miles Kennedy right now. From Alter Bridge, he sings with Slash on tour. Tell me how did you get to meet these guys, hang out?
We didn't get to meet him, but we did see. I saw one song because we
Okay.
were kind of back and forth, and we had to get to the Roxy. But yeah, Miles Kennedy kills it. It was pretty cool. Fergie did a pretty good job too. I'm not
Steel
the biggest.
Steel Panther played. They're my new favorite.
They are
band.
pretty
Steel
funny.
Panther?
Those dudes are
Yeah.
hilarious.
Amazing.
Really?
So
Amazing.
funny.
Yeah,
They're
80s
like,
right? The 80s
80s
cover
cover
band?
band,
well, they're not
That's
really a
your
cover
era.
band. They just like,
Hey, back off, sister! I'm a 90s guy.
Sorry. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. You guys are from Boston. How did you guys meet? Because there's 6 of you. Like, did you just grow up together, or?
Nah,
I know
I'm-
you're not originally from
I'm
Boston.
actually from Pittsburgh. Go Steelers.
Woo!
Patriots.
Oh.
But I moved to Boston for college.
Okay.
I went to Northeastern University, which is where Dave went, and
Okay.
Special Blend, our DJ, went. And I met through a mutual friend, I met Expo.
Okay.
And then through Expo, I met Lethal D, our guitar player. And we went through a series of bass players while we were in Boston.
Right.
And then we moved out here, and we needed another bass player yet again. And that's where we came up with Walt
They're hard to come by.
via Craigslist.
Hey,
Craigslist.
found
Craigslist
Walt.
can do good and also can produce psycho killers. So you obviously got on the good end. Which,
we got both. Yeah, we got a little bit of both.
He-
you know what I
oh,
mean?
you did?
He's kind of a little bit of both, but he's good peoples, and
Nah, he's a homeboy.
Well,
yeah,
now-
he's our man. So now that's how we are, and we rep Boston, obviously, but
Yeah.
although some of us are scattered around, but Boston is where it all started.
That's your
It's
hometown.
very cool to have kind of that whole Boston scene where you had Northeastern and UMass and Berkeley College of Music where our guitar player went, and
You, the whole scene, everybody was out there,
just the whole college scene and just meeting everyone and playing music and starting the band back then when we were
Right.
just kids in college. It was a blast.
I love that. Some of the world's greatest bands started out as college bands. Coldplay is one. Now, you moved out to LA 2006, I believe.
Yeah.
So you've been here for 4 years. What was the decision to move out here? Was it the music, obviously, or was it other things?
Yeah, it was mostly the music. We were doing our thing in Boston, kind of East Coast, and just having fun. But we wanted to just do something different. We wanted to.
You guys were big fish in a small pond, basically.
No, it wasn't even that. It wasn't that we were like too big for Boston. It just was
Right.
that we wanted to try to do something different.
Okay.
And it was either New York or LA. We didn't want to really do the snow thing anymore,
Yeah, it
the cold
snows on the
weather.
East
Right.
Coast.
So we
We're
just
over
said,
that.
Plus,
let's-
I mean, we got to New York when we had to. It was only 3.5, 4-hour drive. We played
Okay,
we played
so-
New York when we needed to be in New York, but we were ready for a change.
Yeah.
So
So how are you guys liking LA? You're obviously
Love
doing
it.
great
It's
things,
cool. Yeah,
loving
it's
it.
cool.
really
I just had
enjoyed
a
it.
sandwich at that Bay City Deli. It was unbelievable sandwich. The Godmother with everything extra spicy.
I have not
I'm
tried it.
telling you, man. After the show, I'm
gonna go home.
I'm starving.
Wicked starving. We're going.
Oh, they're
We
good.
thought of the beers. We didn't think of the sandwiches. Tim.
Yeah. It's
Next
no
one.
chowder.
Yo, I'm
some
seeing
chatter?
people in the
No.
chat room talking about the Yankees. I just gotta say, F the Yankees.
Okay, so yeah,
So-
we've got
Red Sox.
We can't
Yeah,
we
Red
can't
Sox.
mention
I like
the
that.
score references. You guys are not Yankees fans.
Hell
No
no.
way.
Who do you go for?
Even
Red Sox.
Red
Red
Sox.
All
Sox.
day.
And the Phillies.
Pirates.
What about football? I'm not
Steelers.
Patriots.
Steelers all day.
Eagles.
Steelers all
Tom
day.
Brady. Tom Brady and his haircut.
Really? You're
Going Super
Steelers.
Bowl.
The Justin Bieber
Brady.
haircut
Yeah, you know
all the
what?
way?
Tom
I like
Brady.
that.
You make that much money, you
Football
can wear your
Jesus.
hair however you want.
Exactly. When you're making like, and you're married to
And
Giselle
you're banging
Bundchen.
Giselle, so you can do whatever you
exactly.
want.
That's true. He could.
Early.
He could do a folk record if he wanted to.
It probably would be better than Ashley Simpson's.
Probably.
record.
But I'm waiting
He's
for
gonna
Ashley
buy
Simpson.
it.
You're
When
gonna
she
be like,
falls apart, I love being there. It's great.
You'll be like, I'll be there to catch you, Ashley. Okay, so let's go back to your music. Now, this is your album, which is out now, Transients. I love this artwork, by the way. Do you
So do
guys
I.
design your own artwork?
Our good friend Chris LeBlanc does
Yeah,
our
shout out to
artwork. He's
Chris.
done all of our artwork for all of our records. He does.
Okay.
He like helped design the robot, the logo, like all of our kind of general visual theme. It's Chris
love
LeBlanc. Check him out.
And
he
he's
have a
got this
website?
great little. He doesn't have a design website, although he should, and I tell him that all the time. But he's got
Yes.
a great little company with his wife, Clean Skin. You know, you just wash on the sunblock. You go outside. You're in California. You know, so check out Clean Skin.
Great time.
Dude,
I love
Clean
this.
Skin.
This is also, if you want to promote anything, come on This Week in Music, sunscreen, music, whatever it is, we'll do that.
What
now,
about the checkout girls?
No. No, just kidding. We will talk about that later, though. That's Tim Band. Now, we have a picture of the whole band, the Audible Mainframe. Let's check out that picture so we can see what these are. I love that picture. Now, don't you get fined for burning money like that?
No, that money is actually
Monopoly?
some crazy man came up to me at the bus stop, and on the other side of that dollar, it's $1 million bill.
It's a Bible tract.
Yeah, and it's like, if you don't do these things, you're gonna go to hell. Jesus is gonna like condemn you if you make out with girls at the bar.
Father Gaga.
Father Gaga will
yeah.
look down on you if you have any type of fun.
But Reverend Expo will...
Reverend Expo, you know, my church, you can do whatever you want to do. You
Okay.
know what I mean? Like
Where
my
was
church
that
is
picture taken?
an art district in LA, like right
Downtown.
up the street from
That's awesome.
from that picture as well.
That's cool. So this is your website. You just go to theaudiblemeinframe.com. Now, if you want to check out what these guys are doing, you can check out their Facebook, Twitter, check out their shows, videos, and stuff like that. Now, I want to talk about something cool that you did, South by Southwest, which you played last year. Tell me how all that happened, because you guys basically won a competition.
Yeah, there was
And-
like Spin Magazine and Airwalk, the shoe company.
Yeah.
They had this thing called the Unsigned Hero, where they were looking for the best unsigned band in America. And
Right.
there's all these bands that did it, and we ended up on top, which was really fun.
That's awesome.
And they paid our way down to South by Southwest. We played the Spin Magazine showcase. They took really good care of us down there. The people at Airwalk were great. They
Right.
they put us up in hotels and.
You guys played some awesome shows.
Played a lot
got
of great
to do publicity.
shows. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It just was a great time. Like, we had been to South by like twice before that.
Okay.
But this time was, needless to say,
Different.
the best time. It was different. It was like,
We knew what to expect.
yeah.
Right. But it's cool that, you guys are still unsigned, right? But you can go to, well, I mean, a lot of unsigned bands do go to South by Southwest, but the fact that you're backed by a company like Spin Magazine or Airwalk and you're still unsigned, it's like you get to do these amazing things, and it just goes to show that it's not just one goal that you're reaching, which is getting to a major label. It's just getting your music out there, right?
It's more, the thing is, it's like the longer I've done it, it's like it's just a journey. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
a lot of times we're real focused on, I want to be at this point. I want to make this amount of money. I want to do this. But it's like, I'm having a blast. Like, this is so
Yeah.
much fun right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know what's
This chat
going on
room
this
is
morning
like-
with Tim Bader.
This chat room is cracking me up.
All right, you want to
the chat
yell
room's
something out?
terrible. No, I have
What's
nothing to
happening?
say.
What's happening?
I have nothing.
It's cracking me up.
This chat room is great.
Nuts.
If you have never, if you're watching this show and you've never been in the chat room, please join the chat room. Go to ustream.com/this weekend. It's easy to join. It's free. Join in the chat. Where it's great. You can crack up. You can interact with the band.
No, I'm sorry, guys.
Now
Sorry.
we do have a.
There was one zinger that got me, and I just.
Can you say it?
I don't even know it's gone now.
I missed it. Oh, okay. Well, maybe we'll blog about it. Maybe not. Now, I want to show a video clip of you guys. It's your song. Whoa, are you dropping beer?
No, I'm good. I'm good to go. I'm
Checking.
sweating.
Okay, this is a song you guys did with the lovely Jade Ross, featuring Jade Ross. Let's check out Audible Mainframe Traffic.
Kids in the street gotta hold that because the daddies at the pub getting towed back and the mommies at the club doing toe taps and make me wonder where it is we left our soul at. I put my life in my hands every time that I ride, moving many miles an hour, little time to the side. With the traffic coming at me, do I dip to the side or take a trip to that bicycle path up in the sky?
Just because I don't drive doesn't mean I don't know. Red means stop and green means go. Yellow means speed up before it
chat room, no, that is not Janet Jackson. That is Jade Ross, YouTuber, amazing singer. She's really great. Now, tell me about shooting this video clip. Was it an expensive budget? How did you guys make it?
We did the whole thing for $500.
I tried to get Janet Jackson, but for $500,
we couldn't afford it.
Should only afford Jade Ross.
Remember last week?
She is doing indie label stuff. She wants to sign to an indie label. So maybe a next video
maybe now
clip?
we can get it.
Maybe you guys should
we
get
can
her.
afford it.
Let's send a teaser. You never know.
Yeah. Now tell me about the song Traffic. Was it shot in LA? Was it
It
about?
was shot in Long Beach.
Beach.
Our good friend Jerome D. He approached us. He heard about us somehow, and like he approached us, through our website or MySpace or whatever. It's like, I want to work with you guys, and we had just finished this song, and like the song is about. It's like about me, like, 'cause I don't have a license, so I ride my bike everywhere.
Oh yeah.
So it's about me riding my bike around Long Beach and all that kind of stuff. So he liked the song, and we made a video, which was basically me traveling throughout Long Beach on my bicycle and driving past these dudes, Like
Did they try and like swerve and hit you? Did you try and do that?
No, they'll be like posted up on like 4th Street or something like that, and then I just like whiz past them.
Right.
And then so it was like a really cool, like, as a story, but it was also done really well. It was like inexpensive to make, but it wasn't like a low budget thing. It was like really.
It looks great.
He did a good job.
You guys spent thousands of dollars on it.
And it's cool for us too, because coming from Boston, we moved here and we live in Long Beach, and we have the house in Long Beach where the whole band lives, and it's this whole crazy scene. And so a lot of the video was shot in our house and around our streets that we kind of chill in.
Yeah, our neighbors were like looking around the street, like, what's going on with these people?
Okay, so let me just quickly, before I mention like some of the artists that you've toured with, you guys all live in a house together, all 6 of you?
Nah, 4 of us.
Okay, still 4 of you. How does this work out? Day to day, laundry, cleaning, who cleans the toilet, all that kind of stuff. How does it work out?
You don't want to know. You got to check out the.
The thing is, we've been together for such a long time. We know each other, like, we know our ins and outs, and sometimes like. Sometimes if I'm in a bad mood or anybody's in a bad mood, we know when to push and when to pull.
When it's your time of the month.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody has their little moments. So like,
but it sucks because we live together, so our cycles all are in the same time now. I don't know how that works.
No, I'm not joking. That seriously happens though with women.
Tell me about it. We know.
I kid you not. Why am I talking about that?
Totally.
We know.
Okay, so let's get back to the music now. Enough about cycles. Now let's talk. You guys have been on some amazing tours. Let's talk about some of the bands you've toured with. You mentioned Common before. Damian Marley.
We played a show with them. We didn't tour with them. We did a show.
Okay.
Did a show with them in Boston, which was incredible.
Right.
It was really, really dope.
But not just like Arrested Development, LMFAO, Slick Rick, Tone Loc, Bismarcky, Black Alicious. You guys have played with some really cool artists.
Yeah,
The Slick Rick thing was cool. We actually got to tour a few dates with him. We were, not only did we open up for him, but we were actually his band. So we learned his whole set, and we backed him up for about 5 or 6 shows.
That was incredible.
We played with him on stage. I mean, he's one of the reasons why we do what we do, especially Expo.
Yeah.
So
I grew up like, rapping his music into the mirror. So to be able to like be on stage and performing those songs with him, it was like dream come true, and it was also like he's like a really
like
gracious dude. Okay. But he's like a nice guy. Like you meet him and he's teaching us a lot. Like, he realizes that we're on the same path that he's already been on, that he's trying to go on. So he's showing us a lot. He's teaching us a lot of stuff, and he's fun times. His DJ Chaos, shout out to DJ Chaos. He's the man too. So it was just great times. It was a great time.
That's cool.
Hey, where's the hot place to play in Boston now? Like what's the new club?
There's a lot of places.
You're an East Coast guy.
Yeah, but I mean, it used to be like TT's the Bears, the Middle East.
Yeah,
Middle East is still dope. Harper's Ferry is a dope place to play.
What was the last one?
Harper's Ferry.
Okay.
That's
the Paradise is a dope place to play.
there's a New House of Blues.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty cool.
So I mean,
you got Bill's Bad down by Fenway, kid.
I used to love playing.
We actually played our first show in Boston at a place called All Asia Cafe, which is in Cambridge.
Okay.
So if you're in that area, go check out All Asia. There's a lot of up and coming groups that play there, like groups that, just when they get, you can call up and be like, hey, I want to play a show there on Thursday. And you can get a show at All Asia.
That's
so
great. You don't have to pay to play. Like they'll just support you.
No pay to play. You just show up and play.
That's only in LA.
No, they do that in Boston too.
Oh, they do. Okay.
What was your favorite place to play in LA?
Yeah.
Roxy.
The Roxy.
And then how about all over the country?
I don't know, probably the Roxy, to be honest with you. They take really good care of us.
They treat us really well over there.
I'll tell you, one of the most fun places to play ever in Audible Mainframe's history, though, was the Chicken Box on Nantucket Island.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we had some crazy
Shout
times.
to Joel, the sound guy over at the Chicken Box.
Chicken Box.
Why was
I love chicken.
Why was that a great place to play?
They would bring us out there. We would take a boat out to this show, we'd lug all of our
It was like a
gear.
big ferry
We'd put all of our
that we
gear
had.
onto a boat,
Yeah.
and we'd take it over to Nantucket, and they had a house connected to the club that we would stay in, and it was just
So we played 2 nights back to back.
2 nights in a row.
And then
Okay.
you play the club, and it's like it's on Nantucket, so there's nothing else to do on that entire island except for go to this club and like listen
Okay.
to bands play.
Check out some music.
We play, and then we'd be like, everybody knows that after the band plays, there's a party at the band house because it's like
band
literally
house.
connected to the club.
Cool.
So then we go, and it's just a bunch of people, a bunch of girls, everybody hanging out.
Why is it called the chicken house? The chicken house.
Chicken box.
Chicken
I don't know.
box.
You gotta ask them.
Is there chicken there?
all
Or
the
there's
chickens
a-
are
there's
Sure,
gone.
just chicken.
a chicken house.
I don't even think they served food.
No, I don't
Maybe
think they do either.
it used to be I don't know, like maybe it used to be a
It's
slaughterhouse.
about the chickens will go
I love
there.
hearing these
Yeah.
stories though, bands where you play.
It's about
'cause
the chicks.
There's always like a wild place you stay.
Yeah, that was
or
the
like
spot.
I remember who's from Pittsburgh?
This guy.
Permani Brothers.
Oh man,
My
I
brother
love
was so
Permane
smashed
Brothers.
one night in that joint, eating those sandwiches with the French fries and the coleslaw.
Oh.
He wiped out a whole Coca-Cola. I mean, it
Delicious.
was just like I'll never forget Pittsburgh because of that. You know?
Every time I go home, that's one of the first places I go.
Yeah, it's an
Permane's.
unbelievable sandwich. Not as
But
good as the
I-
one next door, but it's all right.
Bay City. But that's the thing about, you got to have like your music venues, and that's where like the organic music comes from, and you guys gel as a band, which I think is great. What's coming up next for you guys? Gigs?
We're working on a lot of
Promos?
new music. We're trying to get in with some producers. We're not trying to throw any names out, but we're trying to, get up with some people and make some music happen. We got a couple
Throw
gigs
some names
coming
out
up.
there, come
no,
on.
it's not worth it. You know what I mean?
All right.
We don't want to be those guys.
When it comes out, it comes out. You'll
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
What else? I'm bummed that you guys in your news kind of ruined it for us, but we kind of have a picture book coming out too. It's
Audible
about-
Mainframe by Audible
Yeah,
Mainframe?
ours is
Our
like
listing price is like
$900
$900, so we
Yeah.
didn't even know Led Zeppelin and Jimmy Page.
That just blew Jimmy Page out of the water.
yeah. We're doing like bathroom shots though.
But you have Pastor
You're gonna-
Expo.
okay, so
and
tell
that's
me-
all that matters.
I'm gonna bless the books before they come out.
You're going to bless the book?
That's what makes it more expensive than Jimmy Page's book. You know?
Right. Now
A
tell me what
blessing,
kind of
you know?
bathroom shots.
Well,
Let's just explain
we're
one
doing
of them.
shots of like, when we're on the road and we go to shows or interviews, all the interesting bathrooms that we, come upon, and shots of us in the bathrooms. That's why it's $900. It's worth the money.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm actually gonna have
I'm
your
in.
bathroom
Yeah,
on this
with
place
the
little,
chair.
with the little
There's
creeper
a
chair
box.
you got in
Just a
there.
picture of the
Do you
chair.
guys take IOUs? It's like
You got real cash in there.
moths flying out
So
of
make
there.
sure you check out www.theaudiblemainframe.com. Connect
Indeed.
with them on Twitter, Facebook,
Facebook.
MySpace.
Be our fan on Facebook.
Please do that.
Like us.
Facebook.
We want you to like us.
Like us.
Facebook.com/Audible Mainframe.
There
Be
you
our
go.
fan.
How can you say no to those smiling, actually you're not smiling, those
No
frowning
smiling,
faces?
hip-hop.
Yeah, you can't smile at him.
And we're
These
playing.
guys are hard, dude. They look crazy with all these
Where are
cars
we
and
playing
everything.
next? LA. We're playing in LA the 29th at
the
El Cid,
El Cid.
on Sunset Boulevard in Silver.
Okay.
Our
29th
friends,
September.
Centerville, they're doing their record release party there, so we're gonna
Cool.
play with them. We're gonna open
All
up for them.
ages, free show? What's the deal?
I believe that it's 5.
No.
No.
5 or 10.
There's the Facebook. Okay.
Yeah, please be our friend on Facebook. If we're very responsive, so anytime you put anything on our Facebook, we'll
hit you
write
up.
back.
That's
we're very-
awesome. You want
we're very
interaction.
interactive.
Okay, cool. So there you go. Now you're pressure. You have to write back to them. if
Oh,
they-
well,
We do anyways.
Well.
I mean,
Okay.
that's how we roll.
That's cool. That's cool. Well, it's been. I want to have you guys on the show every week because this is so much fun. Like.
Well, we've got this couch, man.
I know, the couch.
Hey, as long as you got beers, we're here.
Brewskis.
Miller Lite Blues.
Vortex.
Vortex.
Vortex,
Vortex
baby.
all day.
Vortex changed my
All right,
life.
now I don't want you guys to leave yet because at the end of every show we do a music clip review. We tell our opinions, no holds barred. You guys ready for some? Well, you guys are loosened up. We're having beers.
Yeah.
Let's do
Ready
it.
to check out some clips?
Definitely having
do it.
some
Isn't
beers.
Ash the best?
Yeah.
She
She's the
keeps
best.
this train moving.
I like it. Without
How
her, what
fast would
would
it
we
have been
do?
derailed if it was us? Ash okay.
All right, let's get into some reviews. We're live, Tim. No, that's fine. Okay, so the first clip is by a lovely lady by the name of Chantel. She's from Barbados, same place as Rihanna, but the difference is this girl can sing. This is her track, Impossible. Let's check it out.
I know it now. When all is gone, there is nothing to say. And if you're done with embarrassing me, on your own, you can go ahead. Tell them all I know now. Shout it from the rooftop, write it on the skyline. All we had is gone now. Tell them I was happy, and my heart is broken. All my scars are open. Tell them what I hoped would be impossible.
Okay, ladies first. I'm just going to say I like the song. I think it's melodic. I think it's catchy. I think she has a great voice. The music clip, it's like, you know, one of those love stories. It looks like she's trying to date Travis McCoy or something. What do you guys think?
I actually didn't hear any music at all. I
Really?
I didn't hear anything.
You didn't hear it, or you just like...
I
was too busy looking at her. I don't know.
She's just pretty.
I think that she is trying to do the Rihanna thing. She kind of sounds like Rihanna, but she can't sing. And I agree with you. I personally am not as huge as Rihanna fan. I don't think she's that great of a singer, but
the song wasn't really that cool though.
Right.
It wasn't.
You weren't digging it?
It didn't really grab me, no.
It was impossible.
It's good for what she's trying to do, you know what I mean? It's not necessarily my type of music I listen to, but for what she's doing.
Props to you, girl. She is based
exactly.
in New York now, so she's trying to make it big. I think it's like been #1 in the UK, so that was Chantel. Tim, do you have an opinion?
After 50 beers, it's impossible for me not to like everything.
Someone wants to see Tim in the pink coat. I don't know what the pink coat is. Anyway, let's get on to the next clip. This is, I know you were talking about Radiohead before, so this is a little bit of Radiohead. Drummer Phil Selway, his debut solo album, Familial. This is the clip to his single, By Some Miracle. Let's check it out.
Snapping at my heels when I falter. Kick it, but it won't go away. Kick it, but it won't go away. But by some miracle, I just got away with it. I've clawed it back again. But by some miracle, I just got away with it. I've clawed it back. I'm crawling back again.
That's what I was wondering.
Okay, so basically, it's a pretty depressive song. It looks like Edward Cullen is about to commit suicide, like jump off a building. But there is an interesting twist at the end of that clip, which I don't want to show. So it's not all depressive. What do you guys think? Radiohead fan, obviously.
Yeah, it was depressing. The video was depressing, but I will check anything out that has to do with Radiohead.
Okay,
if you're affiliated with Radiohead, I will at least listen to it once.
The album is called Familial, so check it out.
Definitely check it out.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, sometimes you need some depressing music, man, you know?
Right.
Sometimes you need some music that, if you're feeling bad, you need something that's going to relate to how you're feeling, you know?
The blues, man.
Yeah, exactly. But I definitely dig Radiohead. We're all huge Radiohead fans. They're a big influence on our group, and
okay.
I like that song, so I'm going to check it out.
It was nice.
Cool.
You liked it as well?
Yeah, I'm a big Radiohead fan as well, so I liked it. Definitely depressing, but like you said, it's music lends itself to all moods, so depending on the mood.
Oh, that's so
Could have
deep.
the light and shade.
Deep, man.
Tim, do you know who Radiohead are? I'm just,
Yeah,
Are you here
I
right
liked
now?
it. I liked the song.
Tim isn't drunk. We're just joking around. We're just having fun.
Smashed.
Sweet.
I liked the song a lot. I thought the guy's vocal sounded a lot like Franny from Travis, and I love that band, so I liked it. You know, it was really good, and that chick was calling me, and I'll get back to her later.
I don't think she was calling. My phone was buzzing in my pocket, dude, so
Dude,
I don't know.
what's your area code?
617
No chance.
Boston,
No
baby.
chance.
Boston.
No 617.
I get calls from pink phones all the time.
No chance, dude.
That was a red
That's
phone,
Batman.
yeah.
That's Robin actually calling you.
All right, we're going to end this review segment on a bit of Kings of Leon. This is their new single, Radioactive. Let's check it out.
I can't wait to hear this.
Okay, so remember we reported on, I was about to say Radiohead again, Kings of Leon a few weeks ago that this new album, they want to go in a different direction, different sound. Kind of sounds the same to me, but what were you going to say?
No, I agree, but I mean, if it's
a
not
great
broke,
song.
don't fix it.
Exactly,
U2's been
that's
rewriting the same song.
Yeah.
And they're like one of the most, the richest rock band in the world.
But they're great. If you
That's what
find
I
the
mean.
formula, you just beat it to death. Ride that wave.
Seriously, I mean, the Fowl brothers and cousin, they're doing it right. So what do you guys think?
I like that. I mean, I'm a big Kings of Leon fan. That last album was really great. I listen to it all the time.
Yeah.
That song does sound like it, but like I said, I like that album. But like I said when they were playing, it's like sometimes when a band gets really huge, they get really big, they like to make a video where they're like, you know, hanging out with a bunch of like African babies, like they're giving back and all that stuff, you know what I mean? Feeding the kids, you know what I mean? Like, you know.
Well, let's hope all the
but
proceeds.
it's cool. It's a cool song. I dig it, you know.
It was cool. Let's hope all the proceeds from that clip went to
Go
like an
to those
orphanage.
kids, right?
Maybe,
Exactly.
like I
into
know.
the
I should do a bit of
Kings of Leon's
investigating.
pockets.
What do you guys think? Verdict?
I like Tim said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The last album was awesome.
Really good, yeah.
And it sounds like they're all kind of on the same thing. So I'll give it a thumbs up.
Nice.
I'll give it a thumbs
Keep
up.
writing away.
Yeah, I dig it as well. I mean, I'm a Kings of Leon fan. The last album was dope. They've been around a long time, though, so, you know, they've been making music a long time, and they just recently kind of got mainstream in the U.S. and
That's true.
so they're kind of giving more of the same because that's what worked for them here. So
Exactly.
hey,
Great band. Great guys. That's basically all the reviews we have today. Tim, what did you think of the...
I love the Kings of Leon.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
What did you think of the clip, though?
You know, videos are videos, man. I mean, you know what I mean? Whatever. You gotta try to do something entertaining. If the song isn't entertaining enough, then...
Make something visual. That's why I like to show clips on the show, because it's visual, it's exciting. Now, before I go, you know, I forgot to show this photo before of the Audible Mainframe. Check out this picture of the Audible Mainframe shoes. Have we got that picture? Okay, just let's talk about Expo. These are obviously your shoes.
Yeah.
Tell me the story behind these shoes, because I want a pair, basically.
This dude hit me up on MySpace, and he was like, he's an MC, he's from Oregon, and he wanted to do a track with me, and he said like, you know, check out my website. I do a bunch of shoes, and he was like, how do you do you want to get paid in money, or do you want to get paid? I'll make you some shoes. And I said,
shoes.
You know, yeah. I mean, you can take. You know, I'll get some money here. I'll blow it at the bar or whatever. I'll blow it on something.
Clothes,
yeah, whatever. You know, like the shoes are there. They're actually sitting on top. I've never worn those shoes. They're sitting on top of our television set in the living room of the house, because I actually had a dream one day that I was going to wear those shoes, and then I was walking across like a wet grass, and like the paint started dripping, so I decided to never wear them.
Freaked you out a little bit.
Yeah,
that's a nightmare.
It was a weird
That
thing.
is.
I was
Right?
gonna say, like, I was walking down the hall, like, fame of music, and all of a
And now it's
sudden-
Audible. Well, it's kind of like your mascot now. It's like a cool thing that a fan has done for you guys, and it's like you don't want to ruin them by wearing
We're
them.
definitely gonna try to get like a case, so we can start bringing them to shows and
Bring
put
them
them on
to
our merch
shows.
table and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you know.
Listen, Father, priest, what, Pope, Expo, what are you again? Father,
I mean,
Expo.
I prefer a reverend.
A Reverend
you know,
Expo?
yeah,
Are you
yeah,
going to
I mean-
start bringing it to shows so people can, like, be blessed by the holy
exactly.
Expo shoes?
Exactly.
Stick
I'll
some
just hold
water
them
in
up.
the
Yeah.
Which is actually
God bless.
shoe sweat.
God
Okay,
bless Mahalo and this week in music.
we're nearly out of time. We're nearly out of time, but before we go, I want to promote your show as well. Tim's band, thecheckoutgirls.com. They're playing Spaceland next Wednesday, the 22nd of September, in LA if you're in the area. All ages free? Yes and yes?
Yes. Show up, man.
Please show up. You can check out Tim. You can heckle him, whatever. And make sure you check out theaudiblemainframe.com. Check out their upcoming shows. Download their music. Give them props. They're awesome guys. It's been great having you on the show.
Thanks for having
Thank you.
us.
Oh, it's been our pleasure. But we want to end on a bit of a VMA shout out. We all know that, I like to do trivia at the end of the show about different music things. So we had the VMAs over the weekend, but you know, since the 2010 VMAs were just broadcast over the weekend, which I just said, I thought why not highlight some of the most exciting moments in music history, basically, that have happened at the VMAs since its inception in 1984, the year after I was born. Originally touted as the alternative to the Grammys, the MTV Video Music Awards have often been called the Oscars for the youth. An acknowledgement of the awards.
This is crap.
That's MTV. An acknowledgement of the award ceremony's ability to draw millions and millions of teenagers, 20-somethings up. Here are some amazing moments. We're going to list some amazing moments. What were you going to say?
I do want to thank MTV for the Jersey Shore. It is awesome.
That's their bailout package, basically.
Is awesome. The Situation, DJ Pauly, Snooki. I love Snooki.
JWoww.
My boxing trainer dated Snooki. Gabe Johns, keeping me fit. Smush.
Nice.
All right, back to the VMAs. Here are some of the most Here are some of the most exciting moments, history-making moments in VMA history. Madonna was the first ever performer with a hit song Like a Virgin. Many bust-ups have happened between band members such as Poison's Bret Michaels and CeCe DeVille, and between Nirvana's Kurt Cobain and Guns N' Roses' Axl Rose. Axl Rose is a bit of a firecracker.
Indeed.
Lil' Kim showing up at the 94 awards with an entire breast exposed, with only a tiny piece of fabric over her nipple. Nods of appreciation from the Audible Mainframe guys.
Awesome.
Also from 1994, Lisa Marie Presley and Michael Jackson on stage together. Obviously, they were married at that time, saying, "And the critics said we wouldn't last," and then they kissed.
Oh, that voice. I love it, Asha. Do it again.
And the critics said we wouldn't last. And 2 years later, 2 years later, they were divorced. Presley later says the kiss was Jackson's publicity team's ideas, not hers. 2001, this is a very famous one. Britney Spears performing "Slave for You" with the yellow Burmese python round her neck, which everyone's
Kenny
seen.
Powers got the brain of a scientist and you know what with Bernie's python.
Now, Britney Spears introducing Michael Jackson to the podium, calling him the artist of the millennium in 2002. Those were just her words. And Jackson coming up to the podium thinking he was accepting an award for Artist of the Millennium when no such award exists. It made for a very awkward moment in musical history. 2003, Madonna performing with Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears and the controversial lesbian kisses that happened.
Lesbians!
2005.
There's nowhere in the Bible that says lesbians.
I checked with Pastor Expo. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Okay.
All good.
It's okay.
2005 was the first VMAs to have performances in Spanish by Shakira, Daddy Yankee, which is awesome. 2008, Russell Brand, English comedian, hosts the VMAs for the first time and called George Bush, this is the best bit, calls George Bush a retired cowboy who wouldn't be trusted with a pair of scissors in Britain, and also made fun... of the Jonas Brothers purity rings. And 2009, just last year, of course, Kanye West stole the mic from Taylor Swift.
Boom.
She's just a baby.
Yeah, Tay-Tay.
And ruined her award acceptance speech moment.
But made her career at the same time.
Did. And also President Barack Obama was caught on camera calling him a jackass a few days later. That was really awesome.
Obama!
And this year, 2010, Lady Gaga wins 8 awards and basically dominates the awards. But the real eye-opener was her meat dress.
Yes.
We don't have a picture of it because we have something else to show you later. But if you saw it, you can Google it. Just Lady Gaga meat dress and hat and purse. No joke. What were you going to say?
I would love to see Lady Gaga in that meat dress in Pat Steaks in Philadelphia. They would fry her ass up, and I'll have the whiz.
Literally.
Without Gaga.
Whiz with.
Whiz with.
Whiz with.
Whiz with.
Boston style.
Whiz with that.
I will fry that shit up.
There we go. There is the meat dress. It actually looks like a normal dress, but it's actually real meat. I'm not kidding you. It's real meat. But I thought
I would eat it.
You would eat anything.
That's true.
So we're going to end the show
that a
not
donut?
on...
I would eat that donut.
What the hell is that?
Who the hell is in that picture?
Who the hell is that?
That was Jessica Simpson. I would eat that
No,
donut.
wait. Is that Kristen Chenoweth? It is Kristen Chenoweth in a donut dress.
Order one of those takeaway, Tim Bader style.
She's small enough to fit in a donut. Okay, look, we thought we'd end the show not on a Lady Gaga film clip, but on a video clip that won Best Art Direction at this year's VMAs. Art Direction, which is one of the reasons why I love video clips. It was actually Florence and the Machine, The Dog Days Are Over. This is their 2000 version of the song. Thanks once again to half of the Audible Mainframe
Thank you.
for coming in. Check out their stuff. Tim Bader, he'll be back next
Asha
week.
K, you keep this train trucking, girl.
You keep us laughing. Thanks for everyone in the chat room. Make sure you tune in next week. But here are Florence and the Machine and The Dog Days Are Over. Peace out.
Accept